NFL on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at Devontae Adams. He rises when it matters most, and he comes in third in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Raiders and the Broncos on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight, it's the 272nd and final game of the regular season, and we've got a good one to finish things off, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Counter play with Jacobs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 31 yards there and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff. And when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Raiders had 10 and 6 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly, and that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten tonight off to a hot start. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves,
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January.
Yeah, and that oil can set fire to their season, can't it?
Look at that.
See what I did there? But here's the thing that we've both seen in the NFL. Teams down the stretch playing really well. Sometimes it doesn't carry over into the playoffs. Sometimes teams that aren't playing well now, if they have good leadership in the head coaching spot and the coaching staff and within the locker room, they can find a way to turn it around. But no one wants to be on a losing streak as they head into the playoffs.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 79 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, second down. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now back to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams with an amazing diving catch. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone. But he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and caught.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
2nd down and inches. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They only needed a few inches there on 2nd, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure with their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the 1st down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This will be fielded at the 17. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Broncos. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
2nd and 3. Steps away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where you see the final score there. Austin Eckler, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head east to check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Darnell Mooney, a touchdown catch in the victory. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Jalen Waddle, a touchdown catch in the victory. Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as all. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Second and a couple. Once again, it's Jacobs. Able to slither by. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the Broncos' 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This now a 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he'll be marked out a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. They're going to look to throw. His throw incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game.
So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, Jacobs once more. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, and Mayer hauls it in. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs from 13 yards out, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this night. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Defense.
Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really...
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Las Vegas, they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they will indeed limp to the finish line, unfortunately, as they close out a 6-11 campaign.